Hello, water signs. Welcome back to Be Love Receive Love Tarot. I'm Milo, and I will be your reader for this morning. I just woke up, mind the grogginess. I've noticed that actually when I first wake up, these readings, I tend to get more messages out of them. I think just because I'm clear-minded, don't have my own bullshit going on in my head. So we're gonna do this morning. I've got the chakra messages, an angel message, and a moonology card for you since we're kind of around the full moon. I've been drawn to pull on my moonology deck. So if this doesn't resonate, don't try to make the story fit. Gender's not specific, although gender tends to not be as hard to get rid of in my oracle readings. And also keep in mind that this video will determine if you guys get your monthly generals for March out first. And I will be releasing those March 1st. For the next month, obviously, but this is like the warm-up to get you started and to kind of show you what your focus of March is going to be. So normally I would say timeless, but I'm kind of aiming for March 2022 on this one. But there's tons of timeless pick-a cards in the past, way in the past, if you want to go back and look at those. In the meantime, Cancer and Scorpio, your timestamps will be in the description box below. But let's jump into it for Pisces. What's up? If you're new to my channel, thank you for subscribing and hitting that thumbs up. If you want to know when I get new videos put out, and you don't follow me on the Be Love Receive Love Facebook page or on my Instagram page, then you can hit that little bell button, and it'll, every time I upload a video, it just pops up into your thing and says, hey, Milo uploaded a new video, or Be Love Receive Love Tarot. So, for Pisces, please. Growth. Virgo got this card too, Pisces. And you have the self-worth on the bottom. So the growth card is actually my least favorite card in this deck. This is your heart chakra. It's talking about, they use plant life for this, but it talks about the character in the story comes out of the closet and has to fight to stay where he is, and I mean, it ends up getting beat up really badly and dies. It's a very tragic story for such a nice chakra deck. But it's basically talking about, you know, you can't fear the Reaper. Is what I'm getting for you guys. You can't fear death. You got to live your life now because you never know if tomorrow is promised. And that's where you grow. When you live your life like every day might be your last, you tend to do the things that you love most, and you tend not to stress about things that are insignificant. Right? That's kind of what I'm getting at. And you got this self-worth card, growth with self-worth. So maybe you're feeling beat up by the world or beat up by a partner. I mean, if this is an abusive relationship, please get the fuck out of that relationship. But if this is just simply, you know, not seeing your own self-worth, I think there's some growth in that area for you. In the month of March, there might be a moment that kind of shines the light on your shadow and allows you to do some growth. It's not always easy, but worth it is. Angel message, take Lord or God with a grain of salt if you don't believe in the big man, but I like the message for what it is. Life isn't always easy, but a positive attitude mixed with prayer and gratitude will determine how quickly we overcome our difficulties. Yeah, so you guys are going through something and you're not feeling very worthy about it, beware of your own thoughts, beware of your behavior. Attitudes and habits are your life. Awareness is enlightening. So, when you're having a hard time, ask yourself why you're having that hard time. Oftentimes, hard times are brought to us to teach us lessons, especially lessons of self-worth. If you are constantly beating yourself up, calling yourself stupid, calling yourself an asshole, or whatever, a cunt, bitch, this is your energy. Stop calling yourself names. Stop beating yourself up. I think that's what this growth is talking about. I think this is talking about, especially with the self-worth card here, it's beating yourself up. So that's where this is coming in. You're beating yourself up. You're going to kill yourself doing that. You are worthy. You are lovable. You are everything that anybody could ever want, ask for, need. But you got to stop assuming that you're not worthy of love. Just because it doesn't come in the form that you want it to, doesn't mean that it's not there. Does that make sense? You got to stay positive. Every time you come into a difficult situation, if you try to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or you try to see the positive in the negative, you tend to look at it and it changes your perspective on that whole situation a lot quicker, which allows you to pull yourself out of that, mental negativity that kind of sucks people in. I mean, I'm notorious for getting sucked into the mental negativity, but every day is a learning curve, right? Let's get you a immunology card. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Ugh, I'm itchy. Luck is on your side for somebody that's resonating. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius, Pisces. You're very close to achieving your goal. So something that you set out to do that you're not feeling very worthy about, that's for somebody. You're very close to achieving that goal. Very, very close. For others of you, I think that your goal, that the luck that is on your side, I think has to do with this growth. I think that when you come out on the other side of this difficult time, things are going like it's going to feel like your luck just changes and everything seems to just kind of fall into place. That's what I'm getting from this in the month of March. So just hang in there, stop beating yourself up, and understand that you are just as important as the next person, Pisces. Okay, keep your head in the clouds. That's where we need you. Anyway, love yourself and everybody else. Be loved, receive love. Take care, Pisces. I hope that resonated. If you want a personal reading, reach out. Till next time. Excuse me. Morning coffee. Hello, Scorpio. How's it going? Good morning. Ooh. Love in there. Get out of there. Get out of there. This ain't February anymore. I tell it to get out of there and it goes right to the bottom of the pile. That's the soulmate card. Gratitude. Living in gratitude, Scorpio. Why? Because you need to forgive somebody or need to be forgiven by somebody, depending on your situation. Take what resonates. This here talks about a rhino that wants to be a house pet, even though, he's hunted often. And then by chance, a serendipitous moment happens and allows him to meet this little blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy here. And the boy wants to take him home as his pet. He thinks he's amazing. And, in the middle of a stampede, this rhino actually ends up saving the little boy from getting trampled on. And when the hunters realize what has happened and that the rhino saved the little boy, they end up taking the rhino back to be the pet. So forgiveness on both sides. Forgiveness on the humans for, thinking that the rhino was going to hurt the boy. And forgiveness from the rhino's aspect, because the hunters often kill their family. Sometimes, and when I'm really picking up, especially from the gratitude card, I'm really picking up that, everything happens for a reason. What that reason is depends on your situation and what lessons we need to learn in life. But if you come at things from an angle of gratitude, always being grateful for what you have, for the friends in your life, for the people that support you, waking up every morning and being grateful is the best route to go about life. Like I said to people, I wake up in the I think of 3 things first thing in the morning, aside from thanks for being awake, because I'm obviously grateful for waking up again. But 3 things that I'm grateful for, I'm grateful that I, live in Canada with the winter. I saw snow, and that was what I thought. I hate the snow, but hate is a strong word, but I hate the snow. Anyway, I belong in Cuba. Aruba. Somewhere hot and spicy. This TikTok told me I was spicy. Eventually I'll get my TikTok set up for mini tarot reads, but for now, let's focus on my YouTube channel. Alright, if you don't believe in the big man himself, take this with a grain of salt. Lords, if there is a God, yep. So, if you do, all the better, but that's fine. Lord, help me remember that nothing will happen today that you and I can't handle together. Let go and let God. He has a plan for you. So I feel like there's a lot of resistance going on in your life, and I think it has to do around this forgiveness. You're resisting something. Know that, somebody here I think does believe in the big man himself, because I'm getting the message, I'm brain farting on the message though. I got the message and then it was gone again. Okay, there it is. The Lord only gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, is what I'm getting. So maybe, you've been through the ringer. Life has thrown all kinds of crap at you, but just know it's because he knows you can handle it. And that's why you've been chosen. So if you've been asking yourself why, forgive your Savior, because he only chose those battles for you because he knew you could handle those battles. I mean, when you think about it, nobody gets to really choose the battles that we have to fight in our lives. It's a matter of fate, right? So if you don't believe in the big man and you believe in more the Akasha records and stuff like that, you signed up for this. This is your soul contract. So if you look at your situation and all the things that you are grateful for, and you sit back and then you look at all the things that other people's lives and the hurt and the pain that they've had to go through on top of everything that they've have financially gained or whatever, materialistically or emotionally gained from their life, there's a reason why they had certain struggles and are dealing with life the way they are versus why you have certain struggles in the way your life is turning out. It's because you were technically you signed up for this experience, because who knows what the other experiences were. You could have been, your choices could have been, be a starving child in Africa that doesn't see the 6th birthday, or, be an elderly person in long-term care that gets hit with COVID. Like that was your other option. I mean, I giggle because it sucks, it's an awkward giggle more than anything, but it's like you can't ask why this is happening to me, because it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, and you signed up for it. So trying to ask yourself, like, why does this always happen to me, is not going to get you anywhere. Say, what am I supposed to learn from this repeated pattern? What is this lesson trying to teach me? Every time that something circles back around, it's trying to teach you something. What is it trying to teach you? When I have purple, it's your third eye, it's your intuition, it's your imagination. Something that you have to let go of is your need to control every situation. Your desire to be in control of everything is what's causing you more misery than is needed, is what I'm picking up. That's why this let go and let God is here. You gotta stop. You gotta take a step back. Start being grateful for what you do have, for the love in your life that you do have. Focus on the things and the people in your life that love you. Forgive those who have hurt you in the past. Know that those lessons needed to be learned in order to grow now, further into your life, to get you where you needed to be. Like the butterfly effect. If certain things didn't happen, other certain things wouldn't have happened in your life. Time to take action. You might be dealing with an Aries or a Cancer. Ironically enough, that is my moon and rising sign. But your loved ones are safe. So if you're worried about family, your loved ones are safe. But over here, it's time to take action on something. You have been, again, withholding from something, putting something off. You need to take action on it. You need to take the bull by the horns. Because I think that you're going to lose an opportunity, for whatever opportunity that may be. It's financial. Possibly, reconciling with estranged family. But, there's always that. You only have a certain window of period to fix something before the law of attraction goes, oh, okay, so you don't want that, so I'm going to take that out of your life and I'm going to put this in its place, right? Like when God take away, he giveth another, right? Something better. That's the expression. Take God out of it if you need to, but when something's taken away, something is replaced. Now, depending on the karma based around the thing that was taken away, you might get something to replace it that's worse than what you had. Does that make sense? Because the law of attraction, the universe is going to be like, oh, you didn't like that thing that I gave you that was so awesome? Well, here, have this shit instead. That's karma. That's the law of karma, okay? So be careful with karma. She's a bitch, but she's beautiful. Forgive those who need to be forgiven. Your intuition tells me the intuitive side of both of these cards. You have 2 purple cards here. One is gratitude, one is forgiveness. Forgive everybody, be grateful for everything, because you have a limited time on this earth. You could have a friend with a kid, because she's pregnant here, or a pregnant friend that needs forgiveness, possibly. That's for somebody. I don't know. You take what resonates to your situation. Leave what doesn't. Don't forget to make this the most viewed video so that you get your monthly generals first. Until then, I'll see you soon. Take care. Take care, Scorpio. Excuse me. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. What do we have in store for today? Shake out some Scorpionic energy out of the cards here. It's a nice morning, starting off the day right with a little tarot and coffee. I'm gonna work out. Just saw a pickup truck with a big "fuck you, Trump" or Trudeau. Not Trump. Fuck you, Trudeau. Don't ask. This area, the people in this area, I tell you what. Creation, acceptance. All right. So, you, Cancer, feel like something's missing in your life. Sorry, I got an itchy spot. Something's missing in your life. You need to accept the fact that nothing is actually missing from your life, that you're just, in the midst of finding yourself more than anything. Creation. This talks about this shaman that goes around giving gifts to life. So, like, the muse, I guess, giving muses, people's muses. I'm having a brain fart here. Gifts. So, like, if we were to put this into people terms instead of trees, which are in the story, one person sings, one person cooks, one person's really good at mechanics, right? The she shaman goes around giving out people's enchanting gifts, right? The gifts that they get through life with. This is awareness and intelligence, being self-aware as well. So knowing your gifts and using your gifts wisely. So, not using your gifts to hurt people. For instance, I'm just getting, like, if you're into mechanics, don't go around destroying other people's cars and using your gifts for the bad, because it's just not nice and it's gonna create all kinds of bad karma for you. That's for somebody. But as an example, you can associate that to anything. Food. Don't poison people with food. Treat it right. Don't let the steak hit the floor and serve it. Just little things, all right? But this is also talking about, being patient while you're finding your gift. If your gift hasn't been really shown to you yet, it's because it's coming. And everything takes time. You need to... It's not like the she shaman actually just appears into your life and is like, here, you're a really good singer. No. Your she shaman is going to give you your gifts via life experience, So when you do something and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, dang, I'm really good at that. Maybe I should turn that into a career. That's what that is, okay? She shaman comes to you in your own mind, not in front of you, so to speak. So maybe you're looking for your gifts, or you've been given a gift and you haven't quite figured out how to use it. But it's coming. Your time is coming, young grasshopper. Angel messages. If you don't believe in the big man himself, just take that out and replace it with whatever you do believe in as far as creators go. Or if you don't believe in anything, just take the message for face value that it is and leave the big man out of it. As I say that, your card on the back of it says, God is love. You are a miracle. Think of all the million little things that had to happen to create you. Again, with the creation, create. You might be creating something, whether that be like a book, possibly a song, something, Cancer. There's something in there you're creating. Art of some kind. No one that can outgive God. Be generous with your gifts. Do more, be more. Give more, have more. Again, be love, receive love. I can't make this stuff up. This is why I named the channel this. Oh, sorry. I'm waking up. All right. Yeah, go back to before you were even born. Think of the serendipitous moment that happened to bring your parents together. Because if we're talking, if you have parents over the age of 50, they didn't have phones and TVs and stuff like that when they were kids. So think of how serendipitous it had to have been for your parents to even meet back then. You know, whether they were high school sweethearts or they met at a cafe somewhere, or, you know, they met at work. They both had to be at the same place at the same time out of all the people in the world. They had to meet at that exact same place at the exact same time in order for you to exist. That's pretty freaking amazing. So, I mean, take my own story, for instance. My mother's family is from Alberta. My father's family is from Ontario. That alone, this is 3,636 odd kilometers or something like that in between my parents, and they met and had 3 of us. So this is what this is saying. Like, you know, you have to realize that life has a funny way of working itself out, you know, of finding a way through. Just like this creation, take that and apply it to whatever you're doing. Things have a funny way of just kind of working themselves out. But you also create your own destiny, you know. So if you decide that I don't want to use those gifts, or I don't want to go after that thing that I want so badly, the universe is going to allow you to do that. That's the beauty of free will. But I think what you need to work on is radical acceptance of your situation, because you have this acceptance card over here. And this is talking about, you know, accepting things at face value regardless of your emotional state on them. Okay, so if you're feeling left out in the cold and everything, well, it's probably because there's something else coming that's a lot better, is what I'm getting for some. Nothing is set in stone. Oh, look, you got your card at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, a personal issue reaches resolution. Nothing is set in stone, though. So maybe I'm just picking up on the energy here, because it's such a weird card to come out in that. I think this is just a separate message for somebody altogether. I think that there's some kind of personal issue going on in your life, possibly with family. But this could be anything. I mean, it could be with a past romance due to the fact that it's right underneath this acceptance card here. But nothing is ever set in stone. What's done can be undone. I mean, not completely. You can't take it back, but you can fix things, right? And that's why this is here. It's saying that, like, just because you think something's over, just because you think something is set in stone, like it can't be reversed, doesn't mean it can't be reversed. So whatever that means to you, take that. You can fix things. You can reverse things. You can turn your life around. It's up to you. You're the manifestor and creator of your destiny. I think I'm going to leave it at that. That's pretty much what I got for you today. I hope this resonated. If it did, please feel free to reach out for a personal reading. If not, don't forget to make this video the most liked video, for the elements. Most viewed video for the elements, and you guys will get your monthly general readings first. Until next time, Cancer, I will see you guys soon. Love and light.